Hey everyone, and welcome back to Morphs in the Dark, episode 10, our semi-finale of the series. Katie is out sick today. She will join us next week for the finale. But otherwise, let's go around and let's introduce our players and their characters. And we had the discussion of what our question would be, and our question is, which is one of my favorite questions. For your character, what world would they like being isekai'd into, and which one would they hate? So, go ahead, Anna.
Yeah, so I'm Anna, aka Archival, that's funny most places on the internet, and I play Riley, the Estrine, band geek, fantasy nerd, bird girl. Both of us are she/hers, and she would. I'm definitely not vamping for time. She would enjoy being sent to the world of Digimon. It's a good
Heck
90s
yeah.
show, and would hate being sent to. That's maybe controversial. To the world of Sailor Moon, because she would have to follow Usagi as a leader. And nobody wants to do that.
It's like, who is this child and why is she leading us? Alright.
I'm Nick. I'm the Battleborn, Tony. Tony would like to be in another seminal 90s work, the Mighty Ducks cartoon series, which was a Ninja Turtle ripoff, for those who don't know, about ducks who played hockey and were space aliens and had
Nice.
hockey-themed laser weaponry.
Nix, don't forget to also mute on we're just getting double subtitles whenever we echo on Google. So don't forget to, when you're not talking, to also mute your mic on Google. Sorry. Mighty Ducks. So what was the one that he didn't want to be isekai'd into? Ninja Turtles?
No, I was explaining Mighty Ducks. So I said Ninja Turtles. He wouldn't want to go into. Gee, I don't know where he would really hate.
Too precious to hate anything.
He probably wouldn't want to go into like a soap opera. That would probably be his worst fear.
He is not gonna be into The Days of Our Lives or The Young and the Restless.
No.
Which I'm just gonna go on a quick Animorphs tangent here. Like,
how can these two things possibly connect?
Because our favorite alien from the series, Axe, is a huge fan of The Young and the Restless. Why are they young and restless? So just, I have to throw it out there that The Young and the Restless exist in this world. Alright.
Nice. My turn. I am your once and future prince, Ali, and I play the prince, Javier. And where he hims, and Javier's isekai place of choice would be, doesn't exist yet for him, but Log Horizon. Because it's a game, but there's very set rules that you can exploit, and he would love it. Place he wouldn't want to go to is One Piece, because nothing makes any fucking sense at all.
But you get to be a pirate!
No, it would be my place of choice. I have it tattooed on my flesh, but not his. No.
God, this is a tough one. I'm sorry. Hi, guys. I'm Nyx. I'm playing Heather, everyone's favorite, angry, not as angsty as usual lesbian.
And don't forget to unmute your mic now and to get your subtitles. Double mic mutes. Yep.
Oh, shoot. Dang it. Is that better?
Yes, there you are. Now we can see and hear you. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Nyx. I'm playing Heather, the other Estrine. They're everyone's favorite angry angsty lesbian, although she's kind of happy right now because she's got a date to homecoming. Which she never thought would happen ever. I feel like it's the same answer for both questions, and I'm going with Westeros because part bad because everybody dies, but also I feel like Heather would totally hold her own and survive, so I'm not sure. I don't know why. Every way I think about
Oh,
it,
I am really glowy all of a sudden.
like riding in a dragon and flipping someone off.
And to be fair, Game of Thrones, the first book at least, exists right now. Like, so
I think so. I remember I read it the first time in 2005, so
yeah, it definitely exists now. A lot of book series are older than we think they are. But just because, but yeah, cool. Just be in Westeros. Gotcha.
I feel like that's
Um,
her vibe.
I would like to also point out, like, can we just have like a short, before I say mine, can we have a short moment to just have this conversation where, like, I've never seen a fandom plummet so hard, like, after that last season. Like, it has vanished. Nobody cares about Game of Thrones anymore. Like, there was even a preview for the new Game of Thrones, like, series, and it's just, like, no hype whatsoever. Nobody cares. Like,
Yeah, it was really impressive how the director guys managed to completely shoot themselves in like the
In the
entire
foot.
legs.
the showrunners in the foot. So
Well, good moment. They lost me when they cut Ariana Martell. That was when they lost me in the series because I'm still angry about that.
well, yeah, just everyone just so mad that they all jumped ship. Like, the book people are still in existence, but it doesn't matter because they don't meme. But like, as far as the TV show fandom, like, no, just like 0, like 100 to 0 in like a second. It's like, no. Anyway, hi everyone. I'm Val. My pronouns are she, they. As far as me, where I would love to be isekai and where I would hate to be isekai. This is like, okay, obviously I've already said it. I would like to be in Hobbiton. Like, I just want to live my best Hobbit life. I want to, like, just drink and eat and sleep and write books all day. Like, that's, and smoke weed. like it's that's all I want. Like, it's just to be a Hobbit. And as far as where I would hate to be, because Tony mentioned it, I would not fare well in the Fusujiki Yugi world. Like, I just would not, like, if I was, like, a priestess or whatever, because, one, first of all, with all those hot people guarding me, as if I would stay a virgin. Just no. And also, I kind of like being alive. As much as, like, I kind of love that whole trope of, like, everyone protecting the one girl kind of story, because that's one of my favorite tropes in fiction, because I like to be worshipped. That would not be where I would fare well. like I would fare okay until I realized, one, I couldn't fuck anyone here, not okay, which is canon, and two, like, I don't want to die at 15. So, with that being said, we're getting into Animorphs now, where most of these fandoms actually still exist in 1998, so we're good. But including One Piece. Is One Piece that old?
I think so.
I think One Piece is that old. Because Naruto's 1999, so at the very...
I remember watching fan subs at Anime Club in college in either 2001 or 2002.
Yeah, so the manga's definitely...
One Piece had a 99 for the show, but they had a movie in 98.
Okay, see, it's that old. That being said, let's get started. So, what happened last time, y'all?
I got a date.
You got a date to Homecoming. A lesbian date with a nominee for Homecoming Queen. At a Catholic high school.
Everybody went and met Heather at the gay bar, and fun was had until some assholes decided to pull the fire alarm. Also, we ran into Javier's mom's, which was fun and awkward. Also, we should never take Javier to the gay bar unless we just want to laugh our asses off, because he is such a sweet, sweet summer child. And still doesn't understand what a leather daddy is. Anyone else? Go for it.
We have to explain that to him one of these days.
I punched a guy and acquired a principal's morph.
Yeah.
Not DNA.
Yep.
But acquired a principle to morph, yeah.
You got his DNA. Mm-hmm.
And did it in a really reckless way, which I'm sure will have no lasting repercussions.
It's fine.
Also, we all decided to go to homecoming.
We're going to homecoming. Woo!
Y'all are all going to homecoming. Y'all had a nice little meeting in the cafeteria where, like, we're friends and we don't care what anyone else says. Like, kind of meeting. Including Tony. Like, Tony was just like, oh no. And, everyone's like, no, Tony, sit with us.
Giving up on pretenses. We're all freaks now.
Right? There you go.
I tried to cover for Penelope. Heather tried to cover for Penelope, and then Penelope's like, fuck it. No, let's go. You be my date to homecoming. And it was amazing.
Javier had a teacher try to warn him off of Riley.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fun times. I'm sure we're going to continue them this week.
Yeah. So that's about right. Y'all had a nice time. Y'all had a time where y'all were just sort of normal teenagers for the most part, other than like turning into a mouse in the bathroom, kind of ordeal. But for the most part, y'all had a pretty, and of course getting into a fight, a normal teenage week, essentially. And going into the weekend, you have a normal teenage weekend. As well. Tony plays football. Ali, Javier gets, ungrounded. So, for the weekdays, as, your parents are in approval of your dating choices. So, they don't want this to be ruined. They really like Riley. So it's like, and besides, you're a good kid. They just want you to be safe. That being said, Monday kind of rolls around. Y'all are all back in school. I'll either drive up, ride up, however, take the bus, however you get there. And you do notice that there's a fire truck at school. With the hose. And it's on the school gym. As the school gym had seemingly caught fire that morning. School seems to be open. The gym was far enough away to where that nothing else caught fire. But your gym is on fire. It's now being taken
weird.
Mm-hmm.
I guess football practice, well, the field's still there.
Yeah, you still have, it's more like the basketball kids, PE.
Yeah.
The dance is held in there, kind of thing. So that's the thing that's happening.
Was anyone hurt?
We'll have to find out.
You have to find out what's going on. Which is not long until you do find out. Unless anyone wants to have a conversation in the parking lot before school starts, I will skip ahead. Okay, cool. Probably about after lunch, or the period before lunch, so fourth period, an announcement is made, and it is your principal, Padre, or Father, I forgot to give him a name, or I don't remember his name. The school principal, who is a priest, we'll call him, oh no, it's Keith, Father Keith. I remember that, because he's named after a real priest. Father Keith gets on the intercoms, and it's like, attention student body of St. Bernard's High School. You may have noticed that our gym was on fire. Do not fret. We will still have our homecoming dance. It is just moved locations. I have been in contact with the principal over at Insert City Senior High School on the intercom because, Morphs, Animorphs, we don't say the name of our city. Being that they are sharing homecoming night with us because y'all are played, the public school and the Catholic school are playing each other for homecoming. They have decided to share their homecoming night and to accommodate all of the kids. we have had a generous donation for both schools to have it inside of the Coliseum and the events Coliseum that is right next to. That's what he says, and y'all know this is right next to the National Guard, where y'all know this, and yeah, that is the announcement. That y'all will still have your dance this week on Saturday. It'll just be in the Coliseum instead.
I feel like this is just a terrible idea, putting two rival schools in a location together after the football game when feelings are going to be hurt. Just a thought. I don't know if anyone's in class with me.
There's somebody that's in class with you, but like one person, it kind of like shrugs off, and it's just like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, half of us got siblings that go to that other school. Some of us date them, you know.
$5 is a fight within the first hour.
Yeah, I mean, they're nice enough to essentially have their dance with us, so that's pretty cool. That's just some random dude that's also in conversation with you in fourth period. Unless somebody was there in fourth period with you.
I'm sure they took a vote from the student body to make that decision.
They might have.
They didn't take one from us, did they?
Well, our gym, you want to not have the dance? Because our gym burnt down. Where do you want to have it?
Oh, no, I definitely want to have the dance because I got a hot date. Okay.
But, yeah. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Heather. It's definitely just some random band nerd. No offense.
Full offense.
That's definitely the beginning. He's got the look of the beginnings of a scene kid, essentially. So he's probably yeah. His pants are really tight. His khakis, like, just tapered to his legs.
She doesn't care. She's not looking at that.
I'm just giving a description of what this guy looks like. His name is Chase. There we go. Anyway.
I have like the perfect picture in my head now. She said that.
His name is Chase. He's the beginning of the scene kid.
Like the swept bangs.
Just a little bit, yeah. Not quite. Hot Topic did not appear in this mall yet, but if they went to Baton Rouge, they found it. Like 2005 was when. Anyway,
so Spencer's gifts here. Then
I know. Yep, definitely got it at Spencer's. Anyway, it's all your turn now. What do y'all want to do, y'all? How do y'all want to do this? That's me. Got nothing for you anymore.
Do we have lunch after fourth period?
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're probably all gonna meet up for lunch, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I think I would try to collect everybody and meet somewhere outside of the school for lunch.
I got the truck. We can go to Mickey D's.
Yeah. That seems like a great idea. Let's go right now.
There's a Dairy Queen in there. We're going to
whichever one. The food does not
it's
super
just this
matter.
Conversation in the truck. It's like, we're going to Dairy Queen.
All right. I'm driving. We're going to Dairy Queen.
Penelope sits in the front seat with you.
Your car only has 2 seats and a truck bed.
It has a back seat.
Okay.
You just all have to like squish
that last session. So you can fit
my car.
You can fit
Javier,
like
let's take my car.
2.5 people in the front and 3 in the back. You can.
Here's what's up. As long as you're over the age of 12, you can legally ride in the truck bed.
Yeah, which is what Tony's going to do because he is not going to squish into the back
I'm
seat.
in skirts.
I'm driving. Javier, let's take my car.
Let's go.
Except Tony gets to just like...
Come on, Tony, get the whole back seat to yourself.
Tony just being the third wheel for the lesbians again.
There's beer in the igloo under the back seat. Just saying.
Nice.
Just be that kid who stands in the trunk.
Well, y'all all make your way over to the Dairy Queen for lunch.
Okay. So now that we're away from school grounds, this is clearly purposeful, right? The Yeerks have burnt down our place to do something. I think maybe they have some idea that there's some of us are members of the school. He's freaking right the fuck out.
Maybe they're just going to try to shove all the student body in the Yeerk pool. Who knows?
I'm assuming y'all got your food and you went to the parking lot and you're not saying the Y word out in public.
We're all sitting in the truck bed eating.
Yeah, I
But
was
we can
assuming
sit in
we're
the station
in, like,
wagon and eat.
quiet place.
There you go.
I'm not gonna hang out at McDonald's or Dairy Queen yelling about
Okay.
aliens.
I have to like confirm this before I have someone overhear you. Is what I'm just doing. Cause all right. Yeah. So y'all are continue. Sorry.
Look, I it's hard to say what's happening. Maybe they are trying to collect more students en masse. Maybe they are aware of us being a part of the school. I screwed up with the principal thing last time, and it could be that tipped them off. It could also be the fact that we only do operations nearby this particular location. Could be all sorts of things, but this seems deliberate, right?
I mean, yeah. Next thing you know, my mama's going to say, I'm chaperoning the dance. What? She probably is. Watch. I put $5 on it.
I will I'll grab Javier's hand since he seems like he's freaking out. If they knew it was us, they would have already done something about it. Even if they know it's students or think it's students, they don't know who yet.
I mean, there's still a chance they won't even let me and Penelope in.
The same with me.
Why wouldn't they let you in?
Just grudges.
We could have our own homecoming out in the woods with string lights and beer. What? Not a terrible idea.
If this is a Yeerk plan, we need to figure out what it is, because we can't have them turn the entire school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. I mean, they'd have to have already turned a bunch of people if that was the plan, or like built the Yeerk pool into the stadium somehow now.
There could be
Because
an
like,
entrance.
They've turned
know.
a lot of them, huh? Because I mean, like a lot of the popular kids already turned, huh?
Some of them.
We don't know. It could be a lot of them. And I mean, this building is right next to an entrance. They could have an entrance in the Coliseum.
I mean, if it's connected to that base, who knows how large their underground might actually be, if they have resources for stockpiling or just for as an emergency evacuation center. All sorts of, it could be far larger than we think.
We don't know how big the Yeerk pool is either.
Mm-hmm. Some time ago, I sat down with a friend and got a small list of names of people who might be Yeerks.
Mm-hmm.
In that list, like, how many of them are school affiliated that I know of?
Who did you sit down with?
I think it's just our pizza friend. He went through, he was.
Oh, that's right. He definitely said that you're the band teacher.
Band teacher, right?
Was definitely one.
We know the counselor is.
You know the counselor is. So the band teacher is Sarah Summers. The counselor,
Mr.
Kadir. Yeah, Mr. Kadir is definitely one as well. Just making that a mark on my thing. And that's what you know from the school. Out of characterly, you probably assume now because I had that little scene that with the home ec teacher, but
Yeah.
y'all don't in-characterly know that.
Did she act differently towards me at school today?
Ooh, you haven't seen her yet today. Like, you haven't had the opportunity to interact with her. Javier did, though, and she didn't make eye contact with Javier today, because Javier had her for 4th period right before lunch, as we have discussed before.
We also know some of the football members and some of the cheerleaders that they're
Yeah.
sharing.
Y'all
we
know
don't-
for sure that Lynette is a controller, and you know that
Dennis at the very least.
Dennis is definitely also a controller. Mm-hmm.
And they've been through recruiting through their youth group, and it seems like a very
Mhm.
popular thing, especially in a fucking Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
So like the chances seem pretty high that honestly we're probably outnumbered within our own school.
I mean, not gonna lie, I like Lynette better with an alien in her head.
Yeah, but the aliens, they're just they'll say whatever they need to get as many people on board as possible. Look at lady
True.
home ec lady. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the teacher's name sometimes. She's essentially the opposite, and like
And Dennis was one of the ones who tried to burn down your friend's bar.
Yeah, I figured it's not the first time that, I mean, we've seen him. Like, it's not the first time. Probably won't be the last either because he's a shithead. And apparently so is this alien. So,
yeah. So it
Dennis
seems like
was
though-
there, but there was like the other person as well.
Yeah,
right?
Kyle
Kyle. Mhm.
was the main one. I just don't know if he's infected or just an asshole, so I'm not going to.
with a name like Kyle.
But I agree with Javier. They're gonna say whatever they need to say to get what they want. Because once they have what they want, they're not gonna care who you are anymore because you're not going to exist.
We still exist, but
I mean, so do we want to counterattack?
Well, my question is, what kind of counterattack do we want to do? Because if they know we're here, it seems like they're trying to get some attention, do something with the school. It seems as though maybe they might not know exactly who we are, but they have some idea we're connected to the school in some way. Maybe we announce ourselves. Maybe this is less of a homecoming, more of a coming out party.
See, the problem with coming out though is once you're out, you're out. And there is no going back.
Yes, but we don't have to come out. Just, we have to come out. And I think if we're careful about it, we could maybe put some fear in them. If we can try to trick them into believing that our group is a little bigger than it is, a little more far-reaching.
Penelope is going to kind of pipe up here because I have permission to play Penelope today. And she goes, well, my biggest concern is it kind of seems like they're doing like a mass infestation. I don't even want that to occur.
Mm-hmm.
We could hit them before then, or you think they're waiting for that?
I think if they're preparing for something that large, they're on watch. They're more secure now than they have been because they're preparing for something. But once they think that they succeeded, we might have a chance to get a foot in.
Hit them during?
What do you mean?
Would they be looking for an air attack? Could we get big birds and like drop something explodey on them?
You know what? There's a mechanic for y'all to figure out what's going on.
There's a mechanic?
Yes. It's called gather information. There are literally it sounds like y'all are making all kinds of wonderful theories, but there's a mechanic to force me to just tell y'all what's going on because
Well,
I
what do we
have
roll
to be
here?
true.
Go for it.
I have to pee real quick. I need to pull up the Blaze of the Dark cheat sheet.
Really quick, out of
Mhm.
character, can Tony spend some of our rep to get a stress relief downtime, guys? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because his stress is a little higher than I'd like if we're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Considering you're our heavy hitter, I think
Acid.
it would be good for you to be unstressed.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
For some reason, punching a guy in the face got him a little stressed out earlier.
See, I think that would relieve stress.
No, because he was pretty pissed in general.
Oh, that's right. The group doesn't know about that yet. So why'd you punch that guy?
He was bragging about what he had did last week at the bar and getting the rest of the team to laugh about it.
She reaches into her back seat through that little window through the truck bed. She grabs a beer and hands it to you.
It's
He will
not even
take
that
it and actually
cold,
open
Heather.
it.
Huh?
He will take it and actually start drinking it.
Guys, there's 2 more hours of school. Come on.
He deserves it. Not all heroes wear capes, man. Seriously, Tony, I appreciate that a lot. That means a lot. I can't word it right, but it don't make me emotional. Just thank you.
You're welcome. He shouldn't be allowed to do that sort of thing.
I wish more people saw it that way.
You know, Heather, you're a lot more emotional than when I first met you.
Oh, y'all shush. No, we're not talking about this. Just because y'all get to see the soft and cuddly side now doesn't mean I can't still be a bitch.
Don't forget, she threw shotgun shells at a car we didn't even know who was in it when we first met her. You probably don't want to get her too mad, Javier.
Did. And then she was a mouse for a big fight. So it evens out to average, I think.
And don't worry, I wouldn't fuck up Javier too bad. I like Riley too much and I wouldn't want to upset her.
Javier squares
Fortunately,
up.
you'd have to go through me now.
Yep.
Exactly. That too. I wouldn't want to hurt you, and I know I'd have to go through you to get to Javier.
I don't think you can hurt her too bad. She's
And again,
pretty tough.
like I said, I like y'all, even you, Javier. They're aesthetic.
Well, thank you. It's been truly enlightening to be friends with you.
She grabs her a beer now. Pops it and just reaches out to cheers, Tony.
Okay.
Drinking beers in broad daylight at the Dairy Queen. Oh, it's so classic.
So y'all
Real
have,
classy.
in characterly, about a week to figure out what's going on and to make your plan, right? So in that, not even a week, y'all have roughly 4 days. So it's a Monday, so you have Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is like the football game. But the dance is Saturday. So you have 5 nights to kind of figure out what's going on. So we will essentially do the roles and then do the role play, like to reflect the gather information roles that y'all are figuring out, sort of thing. It's like, what attribute are you, because you have to use an attribute for your gather information and that kind of stuff. So I will let 1 role per day. So like 1 gathering information role per day. And if you have everything that you want and all the questions answered, then that's great. If not, then you'll go in just with less information, because Blades in the Dark is not a planning game, y'all. Blades in the Dark is this is the information and you act on it, and then like there,
and then things happen.
Yeah. So I guess the question is
Flashback.
anyone? Yep, flashback. Is anyone going to do anything on Monday night for information gathering? What do they want to do? Does anyone need to be reminded of the resources? Let me know, like that kind of stuff.
I would like to use study looking
Mhm.
at maps and information about the buildings,
Gotcha.
those buildings specifically and the other buildings around them, alleyways, streets, vantage points, all of that.
All right, that seems like a good way to look at your gather information. And then let's see. I just need to find it on my sheet exactly, but go ahead and roll study. And you can push yourself, take a bargain for extra dice, that kind of stuff. Same deal. If you want to use one of your rewards in chat, you could also do that.
I think I'm going to save my stress and save my rewards for when this
Mhm.
all goes to shit. But I have 2 in study, so a single 6. So
All right. Good result. Standard effect, full details. So and then you get like a follow-up question after I give you my details. So you're looking at essentially blueprints of the building.
whatever I can find, pictures from different angles if there are any on the internet. It seems like an important building, so there are probably a lot of pictures.
Mhm.
Google Earth isn't a thing, but stuff like that.
So couple things about this building is it's probably been around for about 15-20 years. The most popular event that usually happens there is monster truck rallies, and rodeos is usually like the biggest thing, as well as, funnily enough, a large conference for Catholic kids during the summer called Steubenville. They come out of Ohio and they run like this big conference there during the summer. It is small by Coliseum standards. Like it's not like it's not made. It's got like maybe 50 yards inside, like half of a football field inside, which is perfect for a dance sort of thing. It is not supposed to open from the top. It doesn't, like, its dome is not supposed to open.
Okay.
You have a question?
Yeah, I'm looking at my questions. Where can I hide here?
I'm chewing bread. So as far as being able to hide within the building itself, allow me and chew and swallow.
No worries.
It's my fault. I was like, do you have a question that I'm about to answer? Let's put food in my mouth. Okay. There is a lot of stadium seating that as a smaller creature you would be able to easily like hide inside. There is there's 6 exits as well. And you know how like in like arenas there's just like the hallways with like the bathrooms and the concession stands and janitor's closets, like very basic. But yeah, there's janitor's closets, bathrooms, the stadium seating itself. There's no like D box like for special people, like rich people kind of thing, like you would have in like a sports arena. Because this is just an events arena, so there's standard events arena kind of stuff. Yeah, so bathrooms, seating, concessions, and janitorial. Ooh, there's also a tech room. You could hide in the tech room.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Right, that is the Monday night. That is your information on that. What's
It's one per day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. if no one has any ideas, I was hoping for Tuesday night to try and get information about the like who's running the dance, like who decided to move it to where, and who's pulling the strings, essentially. Do I have to give you an explanation how?
We'll figure it out.
That would be a good one for Penelope since her mom's in the PTA.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. But Penelope's not here, so it's our boy Javier that's gonna figure it out. He could spy in a PTA room. So what attribute would you like to use on Tuesday night to figure this out?
I'm gonna go with survey. Let's roll that up. I got a 5, folks.
All right, so a 5 is a partial success. With a mixed result, limited partial effect. Okay, so let's say you do spy on the PTA meeting. Like you turn into a little mouse. It's usually held or at school in the cafeteria. Well, not a cafeteria, in like somebody's somebody's classroom, probably the home ec classroom, because what's her face is definitely a part of the PTA, or she's like the sponsor. The home ec teacher's like the sponsor of the PTA. Excuse me. Sorry, dry mouth already. And you can't get a definite answer, like exactly who. You just know that it was agreed from both faculty and staff from both schools that this was the best option. Like there is like a connection between these two schools. And you get to ask a question, but again, it's going to be pretty partial. It'll be a partial answer.
I will. Is it like specific questions?
But there's not a list of questions. It's just ask a question for info.
I didn't know if it was like a question in the book or something like that. Who started the fire?
As far as there are some rumors in the PTA. They talked that it was an electrical problem that started the fire.
Okay. All right. Not super useful, but hey, it'll do.
Right. That's Tuesday night. We'd like to do something on Wednesday.
Before I go into that, I talked with everyone, and I'm going to burn one of our reps for Tony to relieve some stress.
Yeah.
Which I figure I'll do now in case he overindulges, because then what I plan to do might change.
That sounds like a good idea. Go ahead. You roll your lowest attribute.
Yeah, the lowest. Okay.
Actually rolling. Is this Wednesday the 7th or the 14th?
It's the 14th.
Okay. It's Riley's birthday.
It's Riley's birthday.
So she's now 18.
Oh.
I got a 4 out of my 5, so I didn't overindulge, and I figured it's just going to be practice for him since this is fun and he's doing a bajillion hours of practice since homecoming's coming up.
Yeah, it's true. Are you going to do a gather information roll at any point?
I was planning to, unless Nyx had a plan that she needed to implement.
There's two other days, so you can do Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday.
All right. So there'd be 2 things Tony wants to do. He's gonna drop off. I forgot to check the dates of these things.
It's the 14th of October.
Yeah, I know. I just should have looked up a couple video game releases. but he's going to stop by GameStop and grab something for Riley.
It's
And
Babbage's.
drop it off at her house.
It's Babbage's.
Oh, it is Babbage's right now. Yes, it is.
And it's in the
And
mall.
software, etc.
Yeah, it's Babbage's. But yeah, what game are you picking up?
She likes computer fantasy things, so something from that time. My brain wants to say Diablo 2 was right around then, but
it's definitely around then. Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, one of the Baldurs did release somewhere right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Diablo 2 is a little ways off still, another year and a half. So yeah, we'll go Baldur's Gate.
It was November 30th.
What about Deadly Alliance? That should have been close too.
That's a PS2 game. It doesn't matter. You pick up a computer game.
I remember a friend of mine at either 97 or 9, I think it was 97, 98, skipping school to go get Final Fantasy VII when it was released.
It's a little before now.
But maybe Riley doesn't have it. So.
But yes, he would grab something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume we've talked about video games at some point. Because we're all high school kids.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to drop it off. Actually, he's going to take it to Javier's house and give it to him and say, you need to make sure give Riley something. It's her birthday.
I actually pull out StarCraft. Oh, I had the same idea.
Okay, good.
Right behind him, Heather shows up with a gift wrap package. Are we all going together?
Yeah, let's do it. She's going to be so surprised.
Aww.
Nobody trusted Javier to do it.
It's up to you. If you don't want to, we don't want to step on your toes, man. And if you got something special plan, just use protection.
No, nothing dangerous. I was just, I was gonna give her
nothing dangerous.
I wrote her a poem, and got her a video game.
Did you get her flowers?
Mom.
I've got something I need to do. So if you guys would give this to her, there's a lead I need to follow, but I got to do it in the daylight.
Of course, we'll get it to
her. Tony is going to go talk to it was a National Guard base?
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to go talk to the National Guard recruiters.
Are you going to the recruiters? Oh, man.
And see if they'll give him a tour of the base so he can see what one's like.
Okay. What attribute are you using for this?
I was planning to use Consort.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
And, hey, I've always been curious, I'm a big guy. The military always likes that. But what's space like? Can you show me around? And
yeah.
What's your gym setup like?
Mm-hmm. There's no gym here. They usually just use the Coliseum whenever, to play basketball or whatever. Gym isn't a school gym kind of thing. Obviously they have weightlifting and things like that.
Yeah. It's a 6.
Awesome. So this is the local chapter. This is definitely the one that does a lot of natural disaster cleanup and things like that. Hurricanes do hit this part of the country, but luckily you're not anywhere near the ocean, so at most it's a lot of tree branch clearing. Not a lot of forest fire stuff, but y'all are next to also a major river, so sometimes there's some flooding. But that's usually what they do. This is not, and the National Guard wasn't really known to go overseas just yet because this is 98. Yep. We were not forced into a 20-year war yet. So a recruiter kind of gives you, he asks for your name and your information. Do you give him your real one? What's the...
I'll give him all my real stuff.
Okay, give him all your...
I'm a high school student. It's not that weird to go to the recruiters, especially at this time.
Yeah, for sure. Because, he's gives you some paperwork. It shares a parking lot with the Coliseum, like it's legitimately next door. What question do you have?
I want to know the best route or the most stealthy route to get to that door Riley had talked about that we know is some sort of elevator to the thing. If I can get him into giving me a tour of the base, or at least of the non-secure areas.
Okay. It's not a base. It's just a building with a couple of trucks.
Okay.
So
yeah, I just want to figure out the best way one or several of us could get down there.
It looked like a janitor's closet. The information that you sort of get is that it doesn't go down or doesn't go up. There's no going down. For the most part, building underground in Louisiana is hard because our water table is so high. So there's no basements. For the most part. Nothing bigger than a dugout. It just kind of looks like maybe you're passing by and there's like a slight light underneath or something, but you get the information that it's just a bigger room than a janitor's closet in there. Not very much bigger, and not for like mass amounts of people.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And you get that not even by like the way that I even like imagine that is that you see the janitor's closet, that it was there, and when you go outside to leave, you notice that there's just more building, but there were no doors other than the janitor's building, and unless you went inside, it didn't seem weird.
Yeah, wouldn't try to go in the janitor's closet, but yeah, that's exactly what he was kind of looking for, is like how big and such for the closet.
And then
the closet.
Well, you do notice, since you are sharing that, it's Wednesday, and you share that parking lot. There are some cars there from faculty that you recognize, like the band teacher, the home ec teacher, Mr. Kadir, a lot of the homecoming staff, essentially, or the council, whatever, bringing in stuff. But there's also a couple black Escalades just in the parking lot, parked in the back.
They're familiar ones.
The familiar ones, yeah.
Okay.
And they're going in and out, in and out. And the entrance themselves do have people kind of like in suits that you would assume from the Escalades, that it's almost like they're standing watch.
Interesting. Tony has one more comment for everyone then from our AO chat room. Should we try and spike their pool with oatmeal if we can't figure out a way to destroy it?
Yes. Sorry. Yes. I'm gonna start.
If it's like crack, it should do something pretty crazy to them.
Thursday.
What's up? Quick thing. I want to give Riley her presents.
Okay.
So yeah. Going up to Riley's house with Heather if she wants. And I offer her, the 2 games and a book about birds or something.
Bird art.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this. It's a famous artist. I don't know.
John J.
Audubon, who had a plantation in Louisiana that the Audubon Zoo that's all named after, who drew painted every bird in America, and he did it by hunting every bird in America and then posing it in ways that he wanted to paint them. So if you went to a bookstore and asked for an art book on birds, this is probably what was presented to you. And Riley would know
They
about
are
this
beautifully done.
they're beautiful paintings, but that's how he did it. Yeah.
Weird. Cool.
Fun fact. Sorry.
Heather probably doesn't know all that. She just goes, "Oh wow, Riley likes birds, and these are really pretty. So let's go. And this is a nice, fancy, like $50 coffee table books. Let's go with for it." Like that's Heather's thought process right there. Riley will like it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
She got an employee discount. It works.
Would it just be like in your room, really unceremonious?
What kind of cake do you like, Riley?
I'm going to say carrot cake, cream cheese frosting.
Mm-hmm. You have an awesome cream cheese frosting carrot cake that your mom did not make. That was definitely bought from a local bakery.
Heather's gonna lean over to Javier and be like, "You want me to distract your mom?"
Mom's not there.
Okay, never mind.
It works still. I'm on my
Riley,
third piece of cake.
So, and it couldn't be here, but he got you this, and I got you this one, and yeah, we just want to say happy birthday. I also well, I wrote you a poem. Cause
All right, at that, I'm gonna leave. I hope you enjoy your gift, and I'll see y'all at school tomorrow. It's just like out.
Thank you, Heather.
Sure enough. Happy birthday, Riley. Slam.
Do you want to know what the poem says?
Yes, I do. I want you to recite the poem. I need you to recite
Absolutely.
this poem right now.
The poem says, "I feel lightning in my body and storms my mind, but you bring light and ground me to life. I feel alien in my own body, but you feel more familiar than I ever have." And I think he tries to read it to you, and then hands it back. Is like, and the rest, I really have always cared for you quite a bit. Thank you.
She's gonna look at it for a few moments, and then just get up and hug him.
He's gonna do a little extra and kiss you on the cheek if it happens. I don't know.
Yeah, she will actually turn into it.
Well,
Yes!
look at that. They're done kissed.
I like the poem. Thank you.
It was short. There's no one else to say.
It was plenty long enough. I appreciate it.
Okay, that's all I got.
Heather, you leave and you return home, I'm assuming, before you get to the last roll for y'all, or second to last, depending. And you go home and everybody's home.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody.
I guess we're doing that family dinner shit again.
Mm-hmm.
Walks into the house.
Mm-hmm. Everyone is very excited to see you. Hand you
Hey, y'all.
a paper plate, and there's just like buffet style in tin. Just everyone made something. So
She beelines for the mac and cheese.
mm-hmm. Which is baked mac and cheese, of course, like out of the oven. Your mom gets super excited because she made it.
Really, Mama?
I
It looks
did.
delicious.
I got a recipe. It's just I was so excited. I finally it was easy. I know I haven't cooked in about 16 years, but I did it. Like, I hope you like it. I used a lot of Tony Chachere's.
Can't go wrong with that. And she gets some
Mhm.
salad and some other stuff and sits down to eat with everybody. So,
Guess what I did today?
you, Mama?
I signed up for the PTA at your school.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Some of the parents might be mean.
They're all so sweet to me.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. So,
And I
are you
volunteered
gonna?
to chaperone your homecoming dance.
Well, that's good because I've got a date. And you watch Dad kind of spit take his beer a little because he knows what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we need to go probably find me a dress.
If that's what you want to wear. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might wear it. I'm torn between wearing like a dress or a suit. I don't know.
You know what? No. I have it. I already have it. And she goes in the back of the trailer. And she comes out.
This is the main house. This is the actual
The
house.
main house. Gotcha, the main house. Like in her room. And she comes out and she has a very, very gaudy. And she goes, "This was my homecoming dress when I was your age."
Aw. Oh wow.
It's a bright canary yellow. And there's ruffles. Do you want to wear
Mama,
it? Mm-hmm.
don't get me wrong, but I don't think that's quite my style. It's a little
Oh.
loud for me.
Well,
I'll try it
let's
on
go.
though. I'll try it on. I know Penelope said she was probably gonna wear like a lilac color.
Mm.
I don't know. This might be a little too LSU with her dress.
That is true. If she's going lilac, we should just go darker purple, so that way you're in. I did a lot of art therapy, so I know a lot about colors.
That would be good. That could work really. Purple's a good color on me. I like that.
We'll go tomorrow.
Okay. She looks over at Dad and is like,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm sure he was worried about this part moment too.
Mm-hmm. This is still Wednesday.
She turns to her brother Bo and is like, "You going?"
I was like, "Fuck no."
Dude, it's your senior year. Why not? If I'm going, you should be going.
Because I already went my freshman to junior year. It's all.
You're just jealous. I got a cuter girlfriend than you.
I have a great girlfriend, and we're gonna have our own party in the trailer.
Well, you're lucky I'm gonna be out tonight. That night I'll make sure to lock my door.
Exactly. Like you'll be gone.
Like fist bump.
Yeah. Like there's just no filter in this family. I've like kind of thing. And your mom is just sitting there like wide-eyed, just smiling.
You're okay with it, Mama?
With what?
That I'm going with another girl.
Why would I be upset?
Okay, a lot of people are around here aren't very nice about it.
Well, I don't see why people are mad about friends going on to dances with each other.
Oh, no, Mama, she's not. It's a date.
Roll me a study.
Oh, this is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2.
You don't notice any change in her demeanor. Oh, okay. Maybe you should wear a suit then. Dillard's has great pantsuits for women.
I still like the idea of the dark purple.
We can get you a dark purple pantsuit. You look like that one character from Batman.
Ooh. I feel like I definitely pull off the Jack Nicholson look.
Yeah. I think you could.
You're really not upset. I'm sorry. I've been worried about
I'm just so happy to be here and been able to be a part of your life now.
Thanks, Mama.
Her eye twitches slightly.
Awkward. All right then. This mac and cheese really is good, Mama.
I'm
We're gonna have to
glad.
make it again.
I am glad. All right.
Maybe I could bring Penelope over for dinner one day next week, and you can make it.
Sure. That sounds great.
Okay. She looks at her dad again, like for reassurance.
Your dad's got like a Miller High Life that has been finished and is just grabbing another one from the fridge. Seems he's sweating. There's stains in his t-shirt, like that just appeared.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna kind of try to quickly finish her. All right. Well, I gotta get some homework done.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner was absolutely delicious, Mama. You did a wonderful job.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go shopping tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. So
She gives her mom a kiss on the cheek, gives her daddy a kiss on the cheek. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later.
So
Love y'all.
love you. So you're
And then she can go have a beer in her trailer.
yeah, you go into your trailer. Do you open your internet at any point?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually gonna open it. She's gonna
There's a
fire off a message to Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
So I told my parents. I mean, Dad kind of already knew I liked girls. Mom, I don't think she's 100% okay, but she said she'd take me shopping for a dress or a suit tomorrow, and they said it'd be okay.
In the
if
middle
I
of
had you over for dinner
in the
next
middle
week.
of this message, a window pops up from Going Bananas 1998. Like, and it's like, hello, you there? Hello, just lots of like, hey, we should talk. Hello?
Hi.
Yes, you live. How are you?
Okay, with a question mark.
Great, cool. Wanted to let you know our friends are okay.
That is good to know.
Mm-hmm. So when do we want to meet?
Excuse me.
When do we want to meet?
I thought you were there with our friends.
Yes, but I want to meet you.
I mean, I ain't going anywhere in the foreseeable future.
There's like a long pause, and it's like, we're just trying to help. We've been doing this for years now.
I get that. But I'm also in school, don't have break for a while, and I'm trying to save money for college.
There's another like long pause from the instant message. And it's like, hopefully there'll still be college. When do you want to meet?
She's gonna go, you coming here?
Kind of far. Halfway point.
Oh, so it's too far for you, but it's perfectly reasonable for me. It's the same distance.
It's why I'm doing a halfway point.
What exactly would be the halfway point?
He sends you some geolocations. Essentially just, longitude and latitude locations. And if you look them up, it looks like it's somewhere in the mid. It's probably like Colorado.
Sorry, Riley in the chat makes me happy. Look, let me talk to my people, but that's kind of a big trip, which means we would have to find in time.
I get you. I'm in 9th grade.
I am so sorry.
Anyway, talk to you again on Monday. Got a big score this weekend.
Possibly the same.
Good luck.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, good luck.
Same to you.
Student. Yeah, and you see Bananas logs off. Like,
all right. She's gonna finish her private message to Penelope. Gonna have a little heart at the end. You know, ending it with, some mom. They said you can come to lunch, dinner next week, and then she's gonna go to the group chat and been like, "Y'all, this Bananas motherfucker's messaging me again."
I have not gotten the chance to talk to him at all.
Is anyone else on? Is anyone else on?
I don't think Riley and Javier are.
No, we're canoodling.
Bumping uglies.
Well, what is your
today.
canoodling song? I need to know. Like, everyone.
As it start fading to you, everybody's canoodling song from 1998.
I don't know. Is Numa Numa out yet?
Not to where you can have access to it.
One of them songs, man. October 98.
I'm looking. There's Intergalactic by Beastie Boys.
Oh boy.
I mean, there's always, I don't want to miss a thing.
Yo, there is straight up the Prince of Egypt song by Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston called When You Believe.
Also,
for
going to Mariah, always be my baby.
Also, Dracula by Rob Zombie, The Dope Show, Marilyn. I don't know which y'all are. Rosa Parks by no, that's not a canoodling song. What? So Into You by Tamia. Yo, Are You That Somebody by Aaliyah? There is so many good songs. Like,
you were just talking Batman songs. Kissed by a Rose would still be playing all the freaking time.
The radio's on, and they're probably making out for a while, so it's multiple songs.
Multiple songs. It's all of the things that we have listed.
The top 40.
The top 40. Never There by Cake. Jesus Christ, these songs. Anyway.
Savage Garden again.
More Savage Garden.
It plays like 3 times.
Three times because it takes that long. So the Thursday gathering. I think what's gonna happen, we're gonna have someone do Thursday, which I'm assuming is gonna be Nixie, and then on Friday y'all can meet and talk about your information and decide if y'all want to do something. One more gather information roll on Friday or act on Friday, essentially. So Nixie, do you want to do it on this day since you're the only one who hasn't done one?
Okay. Question. Is there an equivalent reject queer kid at whatever city high school?
Oh, of course there is. But you're going to have, of course. And you would know because they go to the bar.
And I'm going to IM them and be like, hey, meet me at Matilda's.
Gotcha. Their name is...
It's got to be a boy because if it were another girl, we would have...
totally a boy. Their name is Tim.
Okay.
Tim Andre.
Call me Tim.
Anders. And Tim will meet you at Matilda's.
Okay. Can I bring Penelope with me so she can use her superpower?
No, I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to allow that.
It's worth a shot.
Penelope has to make streamers. So she doesn't go to the Coliseum, but she's got to make the streamers. So go ahead. What's What are you doing?
You're gonna laugh your ass off.
Okay, don't make me because I really have to pee.
I got a date to homecoming.
Oh, that was in character.
No, that was in
Oh.
character because it got the
Ashley's
accent.
like, yeah,
My accent is not that bad in real life unless
our
you get me
accents are real, okay? So out of in character, Tim kind of like spit takes on his Miller Lite because that's what he drinks. And it's like, what?
Get this shit. No, you want to know? You're not gonna believe this.
Okay.
She's a cheerleader, and she's nominated for homecoming queen.
How did you manage that?
I don't fucking know, man.
Aliens.
She
It's true.
we've been kind of being friends for a bit, and yeah, I've been flirting with her because she's cute, and I like her, and she's super nice, and brought her here a couple nights ago. Some other friends of ours, and of course, a bunch of the assholes on our football team pulled the fire alarm, so we had to go hide in the truck bed, and she kissed me.
Oh, I heard about that. I was not there that night because I was not here. I was
What were you up to?
I was underneath a football player.
Nice, high five.
High five.
But here's the crazy shit. So the next morning I get to school and she's in front of my locker with her cheerleader friends. They're talking about her being nominated for homecoming queen, and they all notice she's waiting in my locker, and I try, being the good person that I am, to play it off and like, oh, you want my notes for the English project. And she's like, no, I wanted to ask you to homecoming. Just right in front of fucking everybody.
You think she's getting brownie points with the queer kids, maybe?
Nah, it's a Catholic school. We don't work that way.
I mean, there's more than just you there. It's just no one's out. It could be a ploy for votes. I'm just warning you. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like that with mostly tanker votes, though.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, based on the way people treat her,
maybe she also wants to be tanked. Maybe she doesn't want to be queen. Did you think about that? I'm just worried about you, Heather. I don't want you to get your heart broken just because some cheerleader is like using you as arm candy.
I'm flattered that you think someone would use me as arm candy.
You are a catch. Do not talk about my friend that way.
Your friend's a bitch and you know it.
Yes, but she's also a catchy bitch. That didn't make sense. I've had 3 of
Did that work when I did that, or did that just look stupid as shit?
What would?
No.
Oh, the hair?
Did it work?
Well, what kind of vibe are you going for, Heather?
I don't know. I'm supposed to go. My mama had to cancel on me today because she's doing some PTA shit. That shit's nuts.
Out of characterly, though, how is this supposed to be a gather information role? I need to know this because I have to pee and I can't sit here role playing. I need to know. Let me pee first and then we'll get this over with.
Go pee.
I'm trying to get y'all to a point.
Go pee.
Okay, which football player? Because he might be infected in the alien way.
It was probably one of the ones from his school.
Maybe.
So we have to assume, everyone's infected.
Well, yeah. But if it was Dennis, we know.
Tony's really bad at that.
She's trying not to be like shit terribly obvious, because if they're infected, then
Also,
so
you
she's
should
trying to
sleep
make
with a bowl
everything.
of oatmeal.
Huh?
You should sleep with a bowl of oatmeal just like next to your
Oh,
bed.
don't think she hasn't thought about making breakfast in bed for her mom and pulled that shit.
The problem is you'd have to like pour it into her ear.
What? Is that how they?
Yeah, the Yeerk has to be in the oatmeal. It doesn't work if the human eats it.
Okay.
I hate these books so much. Every time you guys give me details, my brain explodes. Okay.
Tony really likes the plan of us just putting a ton of instant oatmeal in their stupid pool, though.
Okay. So, how is this a what attribute? How is this a gather information?
She's doing it subtle. She's asking a bunch of little questions.
Okay, but like everyone else, I want you to roll first because I can't give you answers until I have the roll result.
Shit. I don't know.
Okay.
Best idea I have.
This would be some kind of social, so it'd be like a consort, a sway, maybe a command.
Command if you want to be the top dog.
Yeah.
Let's do consort because she's been trying to be subtle.
Okay.
For once. Well, this is one of her friends, so she's not just, you know.
And yeah, go ahead and roll.
A 4.
It's a 4. You get partial information out of that. But what is the information that you want?
One thing she wants to know. So I know why they're pushing us to the Coliseum because their gym caught on fire. Why are they pushing y'all's school in too? Do you know?
Well, we accepted.
Some shit go down?
Yeah, no, nothing went down, but just it's a fire hazard if we have both schools and just our gym. So that's what they told us anyway. So they're putting it. I'm not going, but that's the excuse they gave us, was that it was a fire hazard to have everyone. You're not gonna go with the
football player?
He's got a girlfriend.
Is he one of y'all's football players?
Yeah.
Oof.
And I'm not gonna out him. That's rude.
That is rude.
Yeah. No, he's got a girlfriend. He can't be seen with me at a dance.
That's no fun.
Yeah, well, give it a couple years.
College will be nice. Get to a big city where there's not as much bullshit.
Listen, as long as we continue this trend of Democrats in the White House, I think we'll be fine for the next election. Like, I can see the Supreme Court stacking in our favor and just allowing this to be less weird.
Sweet summer child.
I give it like 4 years. 4 years.
Heather's gonna have a psychic moment. 18.
18. Wow, well, it's better than being optimistic. I mean, it's good to be optimistic. I'm just more optimistic than you are, Heather. So, listen, I know Showtime is definitely gonna have something, show some skin. But anyway, have some shows. Anyway, yeah, it's just a fire.
Have you noticed anybody acting weird lately?
Is that your follow-up question for your role? Because I'll let you have it.
I'm going for it. Yeah.
Okay. Acting weird? I don't know. Everyone's kind of weird.
No, but even more weird than usual. Like people's personalities taking like a full 180. Like there's this girl at school, she used to bully the hell out of me, and all of a sudden she's being nice and weirdly supportive, and I don't know where it came out of, but just weird. And then the whole thing with my mom. The only thing that's weird
is that youth group keeps trying to like puts up a lot of flyers. Like there's a lot of people that are involved in that.
The one that keeps saying they're peer friendly, but they're literally using a symbol that was used to denote that we were worthy of death and should be in a concentration camp.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I don't go. I don't like people.
Same. I mean, I like you.
Well, yeah, but like, we're not people.
We are people. We are just as deserving to be people as everyone else in this shit town.
That's not what I meant. That's not him. He just takes another swig of his beer.
You mean we're divine beings that descended on the earth to grace the useless humans with our presence?
Exactly. It's almost like we're aliens or something. It's great.
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. So especially in this town. I can't wait to get the fuck out of here and go to Austin. I hear Austin's a great town to be gay in.
UT's one of mine. I was looking at Houston. There's a weird little town not far in East Texas that supposedly has a really good track program I'm looking at. There's a couple others. OU, although I'm not sold on Oklahoma, but they got such a good athletics program.
Anyway, I gotta get going, Heather. My ride's here. I'm not driving, don't worry.
I am.
You should stop that. You can get yourself hurt.
No, I have one beard.
You should stop that. You're gonna get yourself hurt. I called a cab, or well, points up to the bartender. They called me a cab. They know to call a cab at a certain time so that I stop and I go home and start drinking. So, and he goes and he's like, mwah, mwah, on your cheeks, and just like, see you later, babe, and goes. And we'll go ahead and cut on that scene, and y'all are once again all together Friday morning or lunch at school, unless anyone had anything else that they were dying to do. You're muted.
Well, that's good. So I was hoping to maybe if I want to ask the group if they would be down with because this will bring some attention to us. If I could break into the school as a random person and leave a threat at the counselor's office in some sort of note form to let the Yeerks know that they're not being very subtle, to sort of not scare them. Obviously, they're not going to really care, but I want to see how the faculty and how the people respond to it, and see how they tighten up ship in certain locations and whatnot, so as to see where we can maybe strike. It might not be a great idea. It might make it harder to do something later on in the dance, but I don't know. It's just an idea. What do you guys think?
If we scare them, I worry we're not going to be able to do anything, at least not without severe risk.
But it also might keep them from being as open in terms of gathering kids at this dance.
Here's the thing. They think we're aliens, right?
I mean, yeah, they think we're those
What are the chances that aliens use a completely different writing system than us?
pretty high, but we also know that they're taking the position that they're taking, so it would make sense that we would also use the current language.
I'd say at least top it so that they don't see anybody's handwriting.
Okay.
Around this time, Penelope will pop up again. Penelope. She's my mouthpiece today. Again, I have permission. She goes, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade or anything, but has anyone thought about looking inside the Coliseum before the dance starts?
Well, your mama's on the PTA. My mama's joining the PTA. I mean, maybe we could offer to help out.
Well, I was thinking a bit more covertly.
I agree.
But that's just me. I'll go with whatever the group wants. I just wanted to maybe throw that out there before we started into
Well, if a couple of us go in to act like we're helping, and then suppose I were to drop something and it were to break and, distract everybody. So whoever wants to be all covert can be more covert. That's an idea.
We also have pretty small animals. We could just stick to the walls, and heck, maybe we could just, I've never tried, but could we turn into like flies?
Yeah, tiny animals, big Coliseum. We've only got a couple hours.
We have a couple of birds. Maybe if a couple of us are mice and a couple of us are birds, we can get the distance with the birds, and the mice can get into the more difficult locations.
knowing what they're setting up for could help us a lot. Help us figure out what we need to do, because we keep talking about doing something, but what are we going to do?
Right. I think this should be our mission for today. We got to get in there.
All right.
Okay.
Friday night mission. It sounds like y'all are ready to choose the plan.
Oh Lord.
Is this an assault, deception, stealth, space, or social or transport?
So
Stealth.
we're gonna hobnob.
Stealth. All right, it's a stealth mission. Your goal is to trespass unseen, and what is the point of infiltration that y'all are using? The detail. How are y'all infiltrating?
We are gonna go in morphed, is from what I gathered.
Morph and just go through the doors?
You said that it. I think you might have said the opposite. I thought, is the dome closed? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's supposed to be closed.
You keep saying that, implying it might be.
Yeah.
But-
I picked up on
Well,
that.
the original blueprint
but also
says
messing
that it was
with
a
us.
closed dome. Mm-hmm.
But we have a couple flyers. Can we see how open or closed it really is?
Birds do get through those kind of domes sometimes.
Yeah, when I was looking at, because I gathered the information about
Mm-hmm.
entrances and other possible ways in and out, places to hide, is there some place that stands out to me? Like,
Yeah,
I saw.
like probably this like not the main entrances, but there are like emergency exits and staff exits and entries that you can use to go inside. There's not, and there are windows. They're not like open and close windows, but there are windows on the outside that if you were like in the hallways, but not in the arena itself. But if you're on like that outside part, like there are closed windows.
Guys, what about this? Like Katie's helping with the decorations and stuff. So Penelope, so she can just walk in.
I'm gonna stop y'all
nice.
real quick. Y'all figured this out as the mission goes, kind of thing. The point of detail is how are y'all getting in? That's all.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We all put us in her purse and she sneaks us in.
And then are y'all
Or
going?
props the door open.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Props the door
Uh,
open. So y'all are going when it's open?
What
think that
time
might be
is
best.
this right now? Like,
Y'all are
when
at
is the
lunch.
actual?
Yeah. Y'all are
Yeah.
at lunch
So
on
the
Friday.
dance is tonight.
Tomorrow. You have
the
the football
dance
game.
is
Tomorrow,
Saturday.
okay.
The football game is tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think going while people are doing stuff might be helpful because might get to see what they're doing, like what they're focusing on.
Okay.
It'll
problem-
be suspicious if Tony misses the game, though.
Yeah, I won't be able to do
Penelope's gotta
anything
go
till
too, 'cause
later.
cheerleader. And y'all got banned.
It's almost like I
So
did
that
this to
leaves-
you on purpose.
Yeah.
Making that hard choice.
Well, we can.
Look, I'll go.
This is a mission. I'm trying to make you all go. Like y'all all have to
Yeah,
go. Is what I'm
you
saying.
can't go by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It'd be too
making this as
dangerous.
a point that it's gonna be suspicious. Yes.
Or do we want to wait till after the game?
That's the question.
There's definitely parties after the game. So there's like homecoming parties
Mhm.
after the game. So it's not a huge deal as long as Tony doesn't get into a fight. But we'll say y'all go after the game. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
trying
that's
to like
fine.
move us along.
Move us along. Sorry.
Like trying to move us along. Because there's stuff that I need to reveal before we stop. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So point of infiltration, you're just gonna have y'all gonna go in Penelope's purse and she's going to open the door. Are y'all going after the game and where y'all are just gonna try to sneak in through the door or the window as small animals.
We'll try to do.
If it's after the game, I think just sneaking through.
All right, just
Yeah.
we'll go with that. All right, it's time to make the engagement roll. All right. So, position. I have.
She'll be a disaster.
Yep, engagement rolls. Let's get to it. All right, you have a base of 1. Let's see about your. First of all, who's doing the roll?
Who did it last time?
So I guess Nix or I. Do you want to do it?
Rock, paper, scissors. No, I'll do it. I'll do
Okay.
it. Okay.
All right. Okay. So, is the operation
Base of 1?
particularly bold or daring? Yes. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target? Hits them where they're weakest? No. Sorry. Friends, contacts provide aid or insight. I would say yes, because y'all have did a decent amount of gather information that y'all have some insight on like why both schools are in there. Like y'all know PTA and things like that. So I will give y'all one for that. Is the target a lower tier? No. Now major, just like unless y'all can argue any of those to give, y'all have 3 right now before I go into the disadvantages. Okay. Is operation overly complex, contingent on many factions? Yes. Target is strong against this approach, have particular defenses or preparations.
Ouch.
Enemies, rivals interfering with operation.
Yeah, I thought so.
So you get to roll 2 and you take the lowest. This is, sorry. I'm so mean today
I
to
mean,
y'all.
it's kind of expected.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we have donation stuff? Can that be used?
Can
You
we?
know what? Yes. If you want to add an extra dice to your roll, Nix, you have 3 extra
That could
dice.
backfire though, because it could go low.
Well, but the extra dice will get rid of the 2 take the lowest unless
It
you roll
would,
1.
yeah.
Okay.
You're going to take one of those extra dice?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you just roll 1 dice and you take whatever it is.
You made us have a way better shot than 2 take the
It's
lowest.
a 4. I'll take that. I'll take
All right.
that.
It's a 4. All right. It is a 4. So y'all are going to start mixed results. You are in a risky position at the start of the mission. And
Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could be
That-
Could
worse.
have been a lot worse.
That sounds correct narratively anyway.
It could be worse. Okay. So how do y'all start this mission? Are y'all going to morph off site? Are you gonna morph on site? I want to kind of cut. It's more for your clocks, but I kind of want to cut y'all like essentially that night after the football game, going inside this Coliseum.
I believe we're gonna have to do it off-site. There's
Okay.
too many people watching.
Okay.
I already know that.
If y'all are gonna start off site, then by the time you arrive at the Coliseum, you will have 1 tick on your clock gone.
Okay.
And all of you have like something small, and one of you was like a bird that flew everyone there.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I was gonna be a crow, but if I have to, I could fly like 1 mouse like that, and that's it.
And Heather doesn't. Not Heather.
My
Penelope
bird
doesn't have
cannot-
a mouse. Penelope has a snake that she can turn into.
Oh, doesn't Heather have a snake too?
I do. I have a snake and a mouse. And a pupper and a rhino.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
I
could be an eagle, but that leaves me outside. I mean, I could keep watch from outside, but I won't be able to help you inside.
You could land on the roof and turn back and in a safe spot.
If they're not watching it,
Oh yeah, with your eagle form, you could observe and rejoin us as the crow.
Sadly, my birdie is not going to be able to carry a mouse. They are tiny as the
Yeah.
heck.
Penelope, I think.
Dang it, there's no way Heather can acquire a bird during the week.
Yeah, I think for the sake of.
She's just gonna go to the pet store and look at parakeets.
Okay.
Good.
You will initiate if you would like to initiate flashbacks to also
Yeah.
pick birds, you will take a stress for it. But
Okay.
I will allow it. Yeah.
Gonna do it.
Okay.
Go
She's
for it.
gonna get like some kind of little, like
That being
fancy
said, y'all
little
also should name your morph loads as well. Heavy, low. Mhm.
dullest looking bird she could find at the pet store.
Yeah, there's some budgies. Just a gray budgie.
A budgie?
How
Yeah.
much for the morph loads? How much were people?
People are 3.
Okay, I could actually do that.
Sapient creatures are 3.
I can actually take the principal then. Great.
Okay. Well, you don't have to like take the principal with you.
No, I just
Yeah.
the morph load was 6 slots, so I needed to.
Gotcha. You don't have to decide which ones are going to fill those slots. But you do. But your tiny birds are all 1. The eagle, if you were going to do the eagle, would be 2 because it's essentially a battle morph. It's a big bird. Yeah, and we'll say that Heather, not Heather, Penelope goes with you and also gets a tiny little budgie as well, and I'll be able to like.
We're getting
tell
stuff for
her
her
everything.
puppies, but I'm thinking about
Yeah.
getting a bird.
She's a new dog after all, and y'all touch
we are
birds, kind of thing. Cool, and that is the. I will have to put that stress on Penelope to remind me. I gotta pull up your sheets.
Can you remind me again what exactly we are deciding for morph load?
Whatever you want. Light is light is 3. Medium is 4, 5, and heavy is 6. Or I might even, you know what? That just seems so weird. So what I'll do, because I don't even remember talking about this, and I don't even remember it being in the book. I will say personally, light is 3. Medium is 5, heavy is 8. I like that way better. It's our game. We get to play it how we want.
And we're choosing
Whatever you want.
Sorry. Still don't understand what we're choosing for morph load.
What it is. Like your limit. Like, are you going light, medium, or heavy?
Right. What are the drawbacks? I think that's what I'm not getting.
Oh, the drawback is if you fill it up, you don't get to choose another animal.
Mhm.
Like, so if, like, your jaguar is 2, those are 2 that are gone for the entire mission.
Yeah, so is there a reason we wouldn't always choose heavy?
So you can find something on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't know. That's definitely something. That's, I think, for me personally, that is something that I'm going to talk. Like, we're gonna give feedback for 4, and I think that's a really good like note on loads, to give for 4 is that, like, what's the point of having a load kind of thing, or like a level of load like in Blades in the Dark does. It's we're beta testing, so at this point. So yeah, heavy load 8 sounds good. Whatever you want to declare. Okay, so y'all get to the Coliseum in bird form. Y'all fly there, 1 tick off your clock. Heather and Penelope takes 1 stress to do the flashback of getting their bird morphs. Why did I freeze on OBS?
There
it goes.
You look fine through the things.
Yeah, I just looked over in OBS and I saw like a frozen thing. All right, so y'all are here outside, and there is a couple of y'all see a few normal vehicles. You would even recognize one as faculty members. They probably either came straight for the game or didn't come at all. But there's some faculty vehicles there as well as the black Escalades. And there's a good bit of foot traffic going in and out. So the doors are opening and closing and opening and closing and opening and closing. So there is an option there of getting in. But there is some foot traffic. There are just what looks like normal looking people at some point, and some of these people in suits just going in and out. Particularly out of one door. Like they've made it one door open. What do y'all want to do?
A larger door, or just
Yeah,
like
a large like entrance door. Not like the main entrance, but like one of the entrance doors, kind of like on the side closest to the National Guard, we'll say.
It's like one of the service entrances for like
No,
bringing
not even a
food
service
and
entrance, like an
whatnot.
audience entrance. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's dark.
we try it one at a time.
Yeah. We'll say Penelope goes for it. And she makes it in. And she texts y'all. Not texts, she thought speak. And she's like, I did it! Oh man, I did it! That was exciting! So I don't have to worry about her. She's inside.
Great.
Yeah.
Can we, just because it's gonna nag me forever, take a moment to survey the roof, see what's going on?
You want to take a survey?
Yeah,
Okay, take a survey of the roof. Go ahead.
cool beans.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that would have nagged me forever if I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6.
Yeah, a success in your survey. You go around and what are you looking for? What are you surveying
looking
for
for-
about the roof?
Based on what Riley said, it should just be pretty closed off. I'm trying to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Maybe if they're, I don't know, these are aliens. Maybe they're creating an opening for their fucking UFOs for all that matters. Or more likely, maybe they're creating some sort of entryway for something to turn out the power, to knock everybody out. Who knows? All sorts of weapons, whatever is possible.
So yeah, you go and you fly around. Do you land on the roof at any point?
I
And
think
what
I
kind
would
of bird are
avoid-
you, by the way?
What's the gayest bird possible?
A peacock, but no. So,
less
did
gay.
did you acquire a bird somewhere in a flashback, or has you already acquired one?
Cockatiel.
Cockatiel. I don't honestly remember.
You don't have a
want to-
bird, so you're gonna have to take a flashback if you want to acquire a bird.
And how many stress is that?
I'm just making it one stress for this flashback. Do
I'll
you want
take
me to give you an idea for a bird that you could have? You could be a budgie, just like your friends here.
Riley would offer her crow friends.
Yeah, Riley has crow friends. If you would like to be a crow.
I think I would like to be a crow,
All right,
considering
you
it
are
we're
a
going in
crow.
at dark.
Mm-hmm. You're a crow. Caw, caw. Do you land on the roof?
I think not. No, I think I would
Okay.
try to survey.
So just with
area.
your eyes in general, and how many dice did you have?
2.
2. With your crow eyes, crows aren't the best at seeing in the dark. So you have to get fairly close-ish, to observe. And you notice when you get closer to the roof, you land, but not on the roof. You land above
Okay.
the roof.
All right.
Invisible roofs.
All right.
It's probably about 5 feet higher than the roof. It's the ceiling, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mind speak to everybody. This dome I think has a window and it's very well Windexed. Something is they hit something up here. It's legitimately invisible. I think I'm gonna start pecking at it.
Yeah. You peck at it. Okay. I gotta look at some things. Where is it? That's not it. I accidentally closed the thing that I wanted to close. There we go. That's what I want. You peck at it. Just go ahead and roll me a... If you want to roll me do you want to roll a resistance roll?
Sure.
Okay, it would be a body resistance.
Not a problem. Javier has been not bulking, but training at the very least. Another 6.
Dang.
My favorite dice of the world. I'm pretty sure it's weighted because there's a shell in here. I'm gonna stop using it, but I do love this dice.
Cool. So you don't take any stress. But you're kind of as you like peck at it, like it vibrates and it flings you back into the air.
Cool.
It's a force field.
That's what I was hoping to find out. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It can't confirm anything. Can't see anything. Force field, invisibility. Like it seems likely to be some sort of craft or at least some sort of important device. You guys focus on inside. I'm going to continue to investigate this.
Worried now they're gonna lock us inside.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? Tony?
Fuck it, I'll go. Fuck it.
Whoever, what do you want to do?
She's gonna go for it. She's gonna try to fly at one point. She's gonna wait for them to like be wheeling a speaker in or some crap so the door's open for, a decent amount of time.
And what attribute would you like to roll to go through the doors at the correct amount of time?
Finesse?
Finesse sounds like a great idea.
What does your bird form enhance?
Little play budgie, huh?
Yeah, what is your budgie enhance? Have you decided? Yeah, what?
It gives you an extra die in something.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I'll take
finesse.
that.
Yeah, it could be in finesse. That's fine. Go ahead. What is it? What did you roll?
No,
Roll.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
4. I'm rolling lots of 4s today.
4. I mean,
On a number.
4 is a partial success. With its.
It could be worse. It could.
Yeah.
Once.
And so you decide it's like I'm going in, and you kind of like cheap your way. You're like cheep, and you're flying in, and the door opens. And it starts to close as somebody has like walked through, and essentially like you just make it to where you go over somebody's head, and like they feel you and they kind of swat because like it's like shit, was that a kind of looks around for you. You're already flown away, and Penelope is like up here in the rafters, and you can go to join her, but your presence is not completely unknown, but it doesn't look, the guy doesn't look incredibly worried.
Riley, do you want to stay here with Javier so he doesn't get in trouble?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know that any of us should be completely alone.
Okay. I'll go with Heather and Penelope then and make sure they're okay.
All right, Tony, what you rolling? With your little Finchy one. What did we say?
This is gonna be fun. I am a pine warbler.
You're a pine warbler, yes.
I am going to actually prowl behind someone and basically just try and
I like shadow them.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. I'm here for it.
And that is a 5, which I will take.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
is a
only another
5.
partial, but I'll take it.
Yeah, we're still in. You're able to sort of shadow behind somebody, and you get inside. But this person does turn around, and as you kind of like fly, they see you. And this person does seem more concerned than the last one, because the last one felt the bird. This one saw a bird. And as you're kind of like flying away, you just see them sort of pull out something, and it's almost like a pager, and just type something. Don't know what. Riley, what are you doing? Oh, what? Sorry. What's up, Tony? You had anything?
I think someone might have seen me. So be on the lookout for changes.
Yeah. Riley, what you doing?
Yeah, Riley was really glad Tony said something, because she did not want to be separated from Javier. What is the tree cover like here?
There's not any. It's a big old concrete parking lot. Like, around the parking lot, there's trees, but the tree cover itself, like, there's probably like there's some shrubbery and some baby trees, like some freshly planted baby trees maybe, but as far as like trees that are taller than the building or even taller than vehicles, not so much.
Yeah, because I was wondering if I should start prepping for if we need a distraction to escape, but it doesn't seem like there's anywhere where I could morph into Jaguar without being seen. Does there?
If you wanted to go into the outside of the parking lot and into the wooded area, you could. But you would have to do that.
How far is that?
Probably like 100 feet. Or like, yards, so like a football field. Like the whole parking lot's probably the size of the football field, and the Coliseum is like inside of it, so 50 yards, we'll say, from the Coliseum.
And you said the parking lot's fairly full. Like there's an assortment of cars there.
Yeah, there's an assortment. It's not like a completely full, but like there's more than what should be for a not event, but not out of the picture for someone who is planning a dance the next night.
All right. I guess for now I will stay a crow, and I'm going to kind of stay where I can keep an eye on Javier, but then also watch what's going on around. I know I can't see great, but just watching in general, see if people start running or amassing anywhere or stuff like that.
Do you want to roll me a survey?
Sure. My crow actually gives me a survey, which is good because I have none in survey. This one has been luckier tonight. It's a 5.
Partial success. A car drives up, and a familiar person gets out. It is your school counselor, Mr. Kadir, and the home ec teacher, Miss Landry. They get out the same vehicle. And they meet up with like another person that's in the parking lot, a suited person. And they start to talk to each other. But you can't hear what they're saying from the distance that you're at, but you can see that there's the guy is sort of got what looks like plans, like maybe a map or something. You're not quite sure. And it's just like pointing things at the two of them, like showing them stuff, and both of them look pleased with preparations, and they go inside.
Okay. Yeah. Thought speaking to everyone. Mr. Kadir's here, and so is Miss Landry. They look like they're in charge. We need to get in and get out. You all find out what you can and get out of there. Silence is concerning.
Yeah, so the two of you and Penelope, probably because y'all are pretty close to the entrance, probably do see Mr. Kadir and Miss Landry walk in. And what do y'all want to do?
Take a survey of like what they're doing,
Yeah.
not just them, but
Yeah.
the arrangement inside here, and
Mm-hmm.
see if anything looks different from the other homecoming
Yeah.
dances.
Go ahead. Roll me a
Yeah.
survey.
4 is good enough that I'm hopefully not
Yeah.
too bummed.
So, still in a risky position with the 4. There are some people that are essentially setting up, like the humans in the hallways are setting up what looks like a single entrance and exit into the arena that Kadir and Landry go inside.
Should we try to sneak after him? What do you think?
Let's talk for a second with everyone else. So you know those raids in like ElverQuest where you go inside a place and then all of a sudden a bunch of monsters spawn in, Riley? It kind of looks like that. They're making it so there's just one entrance and exit in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Can we report it to the fire marshal? Because I'm pretty sure that's against fire code, just saying.
Hi, lords and ladies of fate. Thank you so much for that raid. We're playing some Animorphs. Y'all keep playing if y'all want to keep talking, or we can go to a. Do y'all want to take a 5-minute break?
They just
That would
got
be great.
here.
I need water. Although,
Yeah,
yeah, the Raiders
so-
just came.
Yeah, so Raiders, hi, don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a 5-minute break for bio and water, and we will be right back. All right, and we are back once again. Thank you so much to Lords and Ladies of Fate for that party of 9. Right before we went on a quick 5-minute break, we are back. Yeah, so you do see the two faculty members. One you're pretty sure is a controller, and now one that you're like, she's also now probably a controller. Going inside the arena through one door.
Are we able to get deeper into the arena by sticking to the rafters, or is it fully?
Oh, it's fully walled off. You'd have to go through the
Okay.
door. I mean, you could look for another way in if you'd like to, but that's a roll.
I would love to do that because I think 3 more birds dashing through more doors might draw. They might draw some conclusions we don't really want them to get.
Okay.
Is there anywhere before that door where we could change?
Riley would have told you all about janitorial closets and whatnot, but yeah. Again, there's also like this is the South, so there's probably air conditioner vents of some sort. The thing is, I need you to make a roll to find this for me.
I'm going to survey around and look for some vents.
All right,
or
let's do it.
Something fun like that. We're all tiny enough things that it shouldn't be too big of a deal until I turn into a rhino inside the vent. My dice like 4s. I keep picking different ones, but apparently 4s are the day.
All right, 4. Yeah, you are able to find vents for the 3 of you to go through an AC vent. With, not without a hitch because the AC is blowing because it's still October in the South, which means I looked at my parents' weather today and it was still like 85 degrees. That is definitely in need of an AC. So at one point while you're in there though, like the AC just essentially blows you out of the vent. But like at least in like the correct direction that you're going. Can I get the 2 of you, if you're going as well, Nixie, if Heather is going, can I get the 2 of you to do just a quick body resistance roll to just avoid some of the air vents, like the bars.
I'm gonna have to get my fancy dice because these ones hate me. I got a 4 again.
I rolled 2
on 3 dice.
All right, so Heather, you take 4 stress as you are essentially you're not as heavy as apparently the warbler is, or not as nimble, because the warbler is used to flying against air. But Nixie, you go ahead and take actually, I'll still give you 2 stress, but you get a level 1 injury of a broken wing.
Okay. So just 2 stress instead of 4? I'm okay.
Yeah. 2 stress, but a harm of a broken wing. Or a spraying ring. We'll even say a spraying wing since it's just a level 1. And then with Tony, you take 2 stress. But y'all are able to sort of, after you overcome that, you're able to sort of get out of the vents and into the arena itself.
Excellent.
And you look up, and the arena dome is open. And you see the night sky. And you look down, and inside the arena, which can only be described as a ship shaped like a bug of some sort.
What fresh fucking hell is this?
There is a spaceship inside the arena.
There is a motherfucking spaceship.
And with one entrance leading in and out of it.
We're inside of a bug ship?
You're inside the arena, and in the, like, you're kind of like in the...
Okay, so the bug, we see this ship.
Yes,
Okay.
you see the ship. It takes up most of the floor. And a lot of the arena seatings have been like pushed back as well, so it could take it up. And the dome is open, and you see the night sky. In fact, you see a little crow just sort of on top, even hopping around. Um,
Javier, are you still over the dome?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this force field. Can I see down through the
It
thing?
looks like the ceiling of the.
We can see you.
There's a fucking spaceship, y'all. Fuck.
You
Just-
said that the entrance was only one way with a single path. Does it look like the entrance leads directly into the ship?
I'm assuming that's a yes, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
How big is the ship?
It
Fucking
is
big.
probably about. It's definitely enough to haul off two
bunch of high schoolers.
two high schoolers out of here. That's let me look
It
at
looks
this. Yeah.
it looks like it takes up most of the arena, so it's pretty big. Can you not see us, Javier?
No, everything looks normal. Everything looks normal from my end.
Dude, this shit's fucking bonkers.
Guys, we need to change the plan. This is not. They are on a different mission than we thought. They're not just trying to control people; they're trying to take them. We need to blow this place up.
Ow.
Well, now.
Heather, do you have? I mean, you don't have dynamite or anything like that, do you? Or how about a lot of manure? I can make that work.
Maybe. I mean, we shovel out the dog shit in the kennels all the time. It's not exactly, manure, cow shit manure, but it's shit.
They have
It all
force
goes
fields.
into these giant trash cans, and Daddy sells them to a farmer once a month. But they should be pretty decent right now.
Okay. I know they have force fields, but we don't need to take down their ship. We just need to destroy this place so that they can't have the homecoming and at least buy us a little bit of time before kids get kidnapped.
Well, we got shit, gunpowder, and beer at my house.
Thank you. I love you.
Okay, well, we've seen the ship. I think you all need to get out of there.
It's
Yeah,
not
I don't think we should explore this ship. That seems a little too dangerous.
I mean, but we kind of need to, don't we?
We're gonna have to eventually.
I mean,
Teenagers with a death wish, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta leave for now.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere on the ship that looks like it might be some kind of engine or some, exhaust port on the Death Star?
Anywhere where a bird shit will destroy it.
Is there anything that looks like it's the spot that if we want to attack, that'd be a good spot to attack?
As y'all are trying to look for stuff, you hear in all of your heads Penelope's voice, and it's like, "Hey y'all, sorry.
Baby, what's wrong?
Well, I wanted to hear what they were saying, so I followed them inside the ship, and I can't get out."
Okay, it's okay, baby. It's okay. We're gonna get you out. We are gonna get you out. We are gonna get you out. Well, fuck. Is it look like the door's open or closed now, or?
The doors are open. She
All
can't
right,
get
baby.
out.
Baby, why can't you get out? Is it because the door looks open?
The door definitely looks open, but I'm watching them conduct some tests here, and apparently anybody can come in, but the only thing that can get out of this force field,
Or
I
Yeerk.
I think, are the ones with things in their heads. They just did a test on some poor bloke. And at the same time, you hear a ah! Just say inside the arena.
Okay. There's got to be some other way out, baby. There's got to be like some little vent you can get through or something, right?
Y'all are at. Please mark off your clocks again, please, everyone. You're at 2. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to look for like a place to hide, but do you think I should keep listening?
I mean,
That's all you can
maybe
do
a
right now.
little. Well, but at the same time, keep an eye out because you need to get out, baby. You can't get if you get stuck.
Yeah, I know.
Penelope, please get out of there.
Hold on. And like there's like a pause, and she goes, so they're talking about how this is an ingenious plan. Looks like Mr. Kadir's kind of head. They called him something like a subvisor. That they were called to them as. I'm not quite sure what that means, but y'all, I don't think this is the only ship. They're talking about other launches that'll happen over the weekend.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Are they
Have they said anything about why they're trying to, what the launch is for?
Hold on. I'm going to listen, and you'll wait. They think there'll be less interference of an infestation on top of the mothership.
Balls.
I think they want to infest all the kids during their homecoming dances.
How many people are on that ship right now? Can you tell?
Hold on. What I can tell, there's looks like a dozen people. About 4 of those razor blade things. And if her voice could shake, that's what would happen. I don't know how to describe these things, but they look like giant centipedes. And one of them's eating the poor guy that just got zapped that wasn't a controller.
Baby, you need to get out of there.
I can't. It's gonna zap me. It's gonna zap me, and I'm gonna get eaten by one of those things.
Too many for us to assault. I will say to everybody but Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
It's too many for an assault. We would never make it out of there.
I'm not leaving her in there.
We go in there, we might get her killed. If she stays as a bird, she might get stuck, but we might be able to get her powers back later. Get her to come back to human.
We could try and lure them out. If we attack another part.
But we know it affects a human. Would it affect something as small as a bird?
Do we want to take that risk?
Penelope, can you find somewhere you can hide and morph back.
I haven't-
Probably. This ship's really big inside. There's like a hologram to make it look like the inside of the Coliseum. Like they keep turning it on and off inside, like they're testing it. But
If you can find somewhere safe, I can try to find you, and then we can both walk out of there. I can become a Yeerk, and I can go inside you, and we can leave.
Penelope, do you recognize any of the other people in there?
no, they're all those people in suits.
Okay, but there's not someone that looks kind of like me, but older, huh?
Oh.
Mm-mm. Not that I can tell right now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. New plan, guys. Tony, Riley, Heather, you guys need to make as big of a distraction as you can while I try to go in and get Penelope out.
Need to get you in there first.
She said getting in is the easy part, right?
You don't think you're gonna get trapped too?
Javier can be a Yeerk, and then they can morph into something small and hopefully get out. If we make it seem like there's an attack coming from the outside, they may not look inside.
There's the base right next door. Is the AC still on from those vents?
The AC's on the whole time. Like it kicks on and off. It's on a cycle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is the wind actually blowing through the vent right now?
Sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
That makes it a bit more difficult to get out.
Well,
this
okay,
way.
well then
That's
no.
annoying.
Like,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
We could attack the
Um,
National Guard office.
I'm going to Heather, you stay here if you want to. I'm gonna fly out and try and cause some problems.
I can't really fly right now anyway.
Hey y'all.
Yeah, honey?
So y'all remember that movie that came out last year with Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith?
Oh, fuck. Yeah?
If this is connected to the mothership,
Yeah,
and she kind of like lets it trail off there for y'all to
I
put some
don't
pieces.
think any of us have a computer virus at the moment.
No, but
What if we hijack the ship?
That was my first thought, but we've seen what those aliens can do.
okay,
Ooh.
it was just
Ooh,
a
ooh.
suggestion.
Idea.
Oh,
Okay, this is a terrible idea. Hear me out though. You know how they tell you, like, when you use Clorox to let shit air out and don't stand there and because it can poison you and stuff? I mean, is there some way we could poison gas them or bug bomb them or, something similar? I don't know. Who's good at chemistry? Anybody?
We don't know anything about them. But Penelope,
there's
maybe
no
onto
Yeerk
something.
pool on this ship. Like they specifically said that they were going infest off world.
Hijacking the ship is. I
If
mean, it's
there's
an idea.
enough of us, we might be able to hijack it. If we can get everyone else to work with us, because I'm sure no one else wants to be infested by a fucking alien, right?
What about those other kids? It happens tomorrow, though. They can't get out
Yeah,
that
we
fast.
cannot let them on the ship. We can, the ship is big. If we can get on the ship and get some of those aliens by themselves, maybe we can take them out.
We need to decide. Do we attack or do we save Penelope and run?
How about we save Penelope?
Tony?
I don't like the thought of leaving somebody
No. Either we all attack, we all go in, we take the ship, or I go in, you guys distract, and I get Penelope out. Those are our two priorities right now. One option saves Penelope and gives us a chance for another day. The other option saves the most people.
I'm up for saving the most people.
Don't you talk like that.
I think we take the ship. Not an attack. We need to sneak in and figure this out slowly.
Do you think they'd expect us to take it tonight?
I don't think
mean,
so.
Theoretically, only more people are going to be on here tomorrow. As we said, at least some of the high school kids are already infected. So even if we stand up and announce a grand alien takeover, who's going to believe us? Some people might believe Penelope, but I don't think enough.
I think we need to sneak on, find some place to hide, reset our clocks, and go from there.
Okay, well, you guys get in here then. We should all try and stay together.
All right, let's go.
And can I, for the final night, just from everyone, and it'll just be one roll from each of y'all, can I just get one more roll for you guys to sneak in and to get onto this ship? Thank you for getting onto this ship.
Okay. What are
I
we?
mean, it was going to happen eventually, but we had to.
Okay. Who's got the best chance of a good roll on that?
Y'all can lead a team action if you would like. Someone can live if y'all want to do a group action and someone can lead.
All y'all are better at finesse than Tony.
Yeah, y'all can pick
I'm
one
pretty good at
attribute that
finesse.
you all roll. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good running finesse.
I have 2 finesse, and I never distributed my crow point. I
Mm-hmm.
can put that in finesse as well.
Okay.
I've got. Oh, that's
That's
right. I
20.
put my other bird point in finesse, so I got 4.
Remember,
Nice.
whoever leads
Okay.
this will take stress for failures.
For every failure. Yeah.
But
But it gives y'all a
leads.
higher chance of success at the same time. So
Is that
If
that
you have
me
4,
then?
Heather, you should probably lead.
it's gonna be which one? The
finesse. Yeah. What's up?
Can Heather handle the stress though?
Oh yeah, Heather only has one stress. I think 1 or 2.
there's a bunch of stress. So does Nyx.
I only have
It's
one stress.
it's the highest or the lowest or
Yeah, so everybody has to roll.
Ah.
It's a group action. So everyone rolls and you take the highest, but for every failure that anyone rolls, you take a stress for it. The group leader
Okay.
takes a stress. So what they're asking is, can you take that stress to lead that, or would you prefer someone else with less stress to run it, Nyx?
I have 4 empty slots. I can take.
Riley or I should do
I'll go
it.
for it. She's worried about her girlfriend. Heather's willing to go for it.
Okay, listen, I'm here for this. Someone's just gonna take a trauma just in case. So kind of thing. All right, so everybody rolls finesse then
Okay.
to get onto the ship.
Okay. I ain't mad at this.
Mhm.
Okay. Highest is a 6.
All right, so a 6.
I'm going to have to burn my extra die I have.
Okay.
I also rolled a 6.
There's a second 6.
I got a
6,
4.
5, and a 3.
All right, so you got a 5. So it sounds like some successes around the board. So is success not a critical success to change your position, or a critical failure, or a failure to change your position? But y'all all successfully, will say, maneuver your way onto the ship. And as y'all do that, they'll sort of fly into the cockpit, and you definitely see the last of the remains of some poor sod who is being eaten by a giant centipede monster. Alien thing with lots of teeth and lots of eyes. It's disgusting. You hear what sounds like an airlock closing. The door behind you. Because if they can read signatures going out, they can read the signatures going in. And 5 unattended signatures have come in. And whoops.
Yep.
And you start to feel the ship vibrate. And as y'all sort of look outside of your windows, you definitely notice you are rising and rising out of the dome, over the land, as y'all just, as you go into orbit. And we're going to leave it there.
We were played.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming and showing up to our Morphs in the Dark game. Classic teenagers with a death wish. Sort of thing. Don't worry, I promise I'm on your side. As everyone goes into space for the finale. And yeah, as far as the rest of the week goes, you can catch us on Friday for our mass game. We took off last week because we were all feeling a little bit under the weather. But we're back next week for our mass game, Deliver Us from Evil. And on Saturday, we also delayed, because our GM was unwell, our premiere of our Dragon Age campaign in Darkness Unbroken Season 3, and we will be premiering that. Otherwise, follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Valdrianth. Everyone else, where can we find you on the internet in the next 7 days?
Hi, I'm Nyx. This is pretty much the only place you can find me on the internet. I have a Twitter, Inky Phoenix. Don't do a whole lot with that. And eventually I'm going to start doing D&D stuff on TikTok. Because of course. That's about it.
Well, you can find me on Twitter with the Twitter thing at Cryptid Delta. There I'll post any updates about anything that I do. But the main thing that's coming up is that this Wednesday, or next Wednesday, October the 13th, we're going to be premiering on the Delta Cryptid Productions YouTube channel an actual play of my very own tabletop RPG that I created, Terra Maya. And 3 whole session zeros are coming out on one day, so please enjoy those.
Very nice.
Cool. I'm Nick. I'm on Twitter at fell_strike. Not doing a lot of actual plays right now beyond this one. But if I do stuff, it'll be there.
And I'm Anna, aka Archival Dust Bunny, Queer Trans Advocate Museum worker and TTRPG streamer. If any of that sounds interesting, you find me on Twitter at Archival Dust Bun. When I am not here, you can find me a lot of places. On Sundays, you can find me either at 1:30 Eastern over on Gona_Hawkins, playing D&D 5th edition in a world of 1930s technology with a really great cast. Or you can find me on Guild of the Phoenix at 8 p.m. Eastern, playing Cyberpunk. A med tech who is desperately trying to keep a party alive, who has a very similar death wish to ours tonight, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Monday nights, you can find me on Weave the Tale at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, playing Alien Paradisial Lost. It is stressful and full of horror, even the first couple episodes. Catch that. And Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on Black Feather Guild, I'm playing in a 2-party campaign of Dragon Age, where I am playing a crow. Looking for her sister. We are just now leaving Antiva City. If podcasts are more your thing, you can find me a Response Team Omnicron. I'll answer actual play podcasts, playing through the No Room for a Wallflower adventure path. Our first episode for that drops on Monday, which is really exciting. And just announced Heroes of New Halcyon, which is a City of Mist actual play about teenage superheroes who have grown up and moved away from home for various reasons and are now returning back to a city that they no longer recognize. Yeah, best place to find out where and when I'm streaming is on Twitter. So follow me there.
Yeah. And normally we would be doing experience points for the team and all of that good noise, but I think I'm just gonna have everyone just make little notes of that, and we will do it at the end of our finale, because this is like a 2-part finale and all of that goodness. Otherwise, we're gonna go and say hello to our friends over at Weave the Tale, as they're probably wrapping up their one-shot Wednesdays over there, but we're gonna go say hello to them. So see you later, everyone. Bye.